Hi, in this third video, I'm going to show you how to format your reference page that goes at the end of the paper. So here you can see the cover page that we already discussed. If you scroll down, here are all my hints and questions that you might be able to answer in your paper, how to format the basic body of the paper, how to do a quotation, and how to do the in-text citation. Okay, so that's all on those two pages. And on the fourth page is where we're going to copy and paste the references. These references are the citations that you collected from the articles that you read in order to write the paper. Okay, they should be on a separate page. So even if you only wrote a page and a half, you would skip to another page. So say I did my cover page, I did page one, page two, but I only get halfway down. I wouldn't start my reference page right at the end of that. I'd go to a brand new blank page. So here I am on page 4, and I'm going to first title it references, and I'm going to center that word. Okay. No italices, no bold, just references at the top, centered. And then I'm going to click enter, and I'm going to go back to a left side margin. Okay. Now, hopefully you've collected your citations in a separate document. And I did that as an example over here. Okay. These are my references. Now, this is not the correct format. I just copied and pasted to save them. So what I'm going to do is take each one of these and put it in alphabetical order at the end of my paper that we were just looking at. So the first one that I would paste in is African Americans in the colonial period. I'm going to select that text, and the way I do Control C, copy, and then I go to the next page here, and I'm going to do Control V to paste. And I'm going to do that with each reference or citation. These are actually citations, and they make up the reference page. Okay. So the second one would be Black freedom fighters, because again, we're doing this in alphabetical order. Paste that in here. What would come next? Free blacks here at the bottom. That's the third citation I'll put in my reference page. Oops, here we go. Fix the spacing, and we're going to fix the font and the spacing at the end after we copy and paste everything. Okay, and then the last one would be this one. So again, you're not going to have a ton of references or citations for this paper in particular, but sometimes you might have, 10, 15 references. And I'm going to go back to the paper and paste that last one. Great, so you can tell here that I'm going to put this up here, bring it back up. So it's double spaced from that title, references, but these are all single spaced. So we're going to fix that in a second. First, I want to fix the font. Okay, this font is different than the font we used in the rest of the paper. So you want that to match. Everything should match. There should be no weird different fonts. There shouldn't be bold. There shouldn't be, except for what you see here, you can have italicized text in the citations. That is correct. So let me select this whole text right here. Go up here, and I'm going to change it to size 12. And I also have to change the style. So we're going to go back to Times New Roman. Again, I highly recommend just sticking with Times New Roman. And you want it to match whatever else you used in this paper. Okay, so all right, so now we have the correct font and the correct size. Now we're going to do a special indentation. It's called hanging indent. You're going to select all the text again. This time you're going to go to the paragraph section up here, paragraph settings, and I'm going to click on that little arrow and a box will pop up. All right. So I'm interested in the indentation of each citation, and it has to be hanging. So it's a special kind of indentation. So I'm going to look under special, and there it is. It says hanging. I'm going to select that. Gives you a preview of what it looks like down here in this box. I'm going to click OK. Okay, so this is what it should look like. So it has left justified first line, and then the other lines underneath it in each citation are indented. So it's a little different. It's like the opposite of what you would do for a paragraph. Okay, and it's called hanging indent. Now I have to double space it. So I'm going to select all this text again. And I'm going to go to paragraph section here. It says line and paragraph spacing when I run my mouse over it. And we did this before when we were formatting the original page. And we're going to select 2. Okay, so there we go. Now the reference page is in the correct alphabetical order. Each citation is hanging indented, and we are matching the font and the font size as the rest of the paper. So it's just a few steps and you're all done with this page. So if I was going to use information from African Americans within the body of my paper, in order to do the in-text citation, because there's no author's last name, I would just use the first couple of words. So you need to use words that are going to immediately identify what citation you're referring to. So in this case, African Americans, and then a comma, and then just this date, the year 1999. And that would be in parentheses. That would be your in-text citation for anything you paraphrased from this article. So again, you would, instead of here where I have my last name, comma, 2021, you would put in African Americans, comma, 1999. So that is how you come up with your in-text citations for each of these articles. Okay, so either 1 or 2 words that identifies. Luckily, all of these have very different beginning words. So you should be able to easily put 1 or 2 words, the year of the publication, not the year you accessed it, but the publication of the document or the article, and then in parentheses, and that would go after the text that you're paraphrasing. Okay, and I think that is it. So here we go with your cover page. Don't forget to number the pages. Here's the body of your paper, double spaced, indented each paragraph. I show you how to do in-text citations. I give you examples of questions you might want to consider when writing the paper, how to do a quote, and then your reference page. And you're all set.